Good morning,
Good
everybody. This is the
morning. Welcome
Daily
to the team.
Whatever. Hello, I'm Lawrence Winnerman. This
I'm
frazzled
Dana
looking person with
Dubois.
me is Dana.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so Dana, I know that you have a little mother-in-law, a little apartment unit in your basement in your home that you've
I,
been renting to a person for the last little while. The lease ended at midnight last night, and what did you discover when you opened the door? That good, huh?
there's a lot of shit in the unit. Um, so I've been renting the unit in my base. Like, I have never had access to the basement of my home. Um, when I was still married and pregnant with my second, we decided to remodel the basement and hire an au pair instead of paying for double daycare because the finances kind of made more sense in the long run, blah, blah, blah. So I've always had a housemate and they've been great. I've been very lucky. It's been like a dozen years now. But this recent one, there's been a lot of good there and there's been challenges there. And I've just sort of rolled with punches. And I do recognize that I'm probably a little under market in the rent, and then I'm like, it's small, so I'm like, this opens up a space for people who otherwise could not afford to live in Seattle, especially in my neighborhood. That comes with some risks. But um, they told me May 24th that they were going to move out in June, and I was like, great, they have a partner, good. When will you be out in June? And they've been like blah, 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 not giving a firm date. And somewhere around the middle of the month, when I was like, well, you still owe me part of May rent, because they do, and all of June rent, they were like, wait, you're charging me for all of June rent? And I was like, it's June 15th.
Right.
You don't have a
Why?
move out date.
Why wouldn't I?
Why wouldn't I charge you? And Seattle, God bless Seattle, is a very tenant friendly city, which I love. It's the way it should be. A lot of landlords are exploitive. But yeah, they were like, well, if you're charging me for all of June, then I'm not going to be out till the 30th. And that they're not a tidy person. This place is not clean. It's on any condition to show it with their things in it. I'm certain of that. So I was like, when will it be ready to show? Oh, I don't know, when I get to it, blah, blah, blah. They never came back until 4:30 yesterday on the 30th. I did enter the unit because I told them, like, I gave the 48 hours notice. Um, and yeah, cat claw marks everywhere and blah, blah, blah. But they, in the last few days, have started talking about mold in the unit and how they had to they've been disposing of things on the street because we live on kind of a busy street, which is exasperating a bit. There's furniture out there right now. And so they're now going yesterday, sending pictures of all the mold in the unit, which I'm not an expert, and it's dirt. I mean, it doesn't look like, if it, at most it's trace mildew. It is not mold. Like,
Right. Well,
they're
right. And
screeching
mildew
about
also
their
is like, come
asthma.
on, kid, go buy some mildew stuff at Fred Meyer and, spray it.
Yeah, right. Go. Well, tell me about it then. If there's mold, then I will take care of it. It's basement apartment in a wet city. I've just been like, I'm not responding. I'm not, other than to be like, when will I receive the rent? And I got when I can get to it. We're not even going to get into why they lost their job. They're working again. And when I can get to it, they're not planning on paying the rent. Seems pretty clear. So I'm
Oof.
in the whole lot of money, and a lot of money to me, relatively. It's not a lot. And um, I was like, just get through the end of the month. They have to get out and you'll deal with whatever's left. And so they were here last night,
I
while I
don't
was
like
with
how defeated
Lawrence.
you look about this. It's really making me very sad to see the look on your face, I've got to say.
Okay,
Because
well, there was a lot of goodwill there, and I, this is a person who was late on rent all the time for various financial instability reasons, and I gave a lot of leeway because there was a lot of goodwill, and so and they chose to leave. I didn't ask them to leave, and
right.
so
Though I had
to see
encouraged you to
this
do so.
play, what's that?
I said, even though I had encouraged you to do so.
Yes, for quite some time. Oh, I love your mug. Uh, what does it say on it?
Giraffic jam.
Oh, I love it even more now. That's such a good color. I'm using my favorite oh, no, my second favorite mug today. Um,
Nice.
mhm, mm. So, I was like, "Just get through the end of the month, change the code on the door, and we're done. We're done. If you're out the money, we're out the money." Um, they fixed the big cat scratch area last night, which they didn't have to do that, but good. They didn't clear out most of their shit. So the unit is full of detritus. It's not furniture, it's nothing specific, but it's like tons of like their art and just it's a mess. An unmitigated mess that would take hours and hours to get everything out of there.
Oh,
And
God.
also the shared fridge in the basement that just became their fridge is full of rotting food. It always is, but like they didn't clean it out. So um, I changed the lock at the code at midnight because it's July 1st and I am now as landlord, like it's my space again. But I noticed when I reviewed some of the messages they were sending yesterday that they said, we'll be here today and tomorrow to finish cleaning up. And
Ugh.
the audacity
Right.
of taking such advantage of the situation to
Well,
be
and
like, well, I'm staying till the sorry, let me just finish, final minute of the month to get out. And then to be like, oh, and I'm just going to swing by July 1st and like finish and stuff. If that's enough time, like, no, the unit is locked. You no longer have access to my home. Like that to me is the
right.
overwhelming, like, out. I want the space back. And also, they're probably heading here today. I haven't written back to that message. I haven't told them I changed the locks, though it should they're the code key, so they it should be obvious they cannot access the unit July 1st.
Yes.
But
I mean, obvious to
also
an
it's
adult. And the issue with this person is that despite their age of 33 or whatever, they are a child. Like, this is, yeah, it's ridiculous. And so,
yes, and
the unbelievable sense of entitlement. It's just crazy.
yes, so you're right. It's well, I'm tired because this was all happening at midnight, and then I couldn't get right back to bed because I was like, I went in bed, but I was like, what am I supposed to do? What is the way to like at this point I'm like, I just want this to end as peaceably as possible. I would prefer to get the money owed to me, but I'm also like blood from a turnip. Don't know that that is gonna
Possible.
be
Yeah.
feasible at all. Um, but also I'm like, the justice streak in me that I'm like, I know there are a lot of shitty landlords in this town. I'm not behaving like a shitty landlord.
No, you're
You
definitely.
likely do not have mold in your unit. If you do, you can't tell me on June 26th and then be like, I guess I'm not paying rent. Like,
Yeah.
I know that the two are conflated, and that's why I assume that's why this is coming up now. Like, they're a smoker. Give me a break. They're not, uh, the, the mildew or dirt, it looks like dirt on the baseboards. Anyways, I'm not going to go into the specifics of that. I probably shouldn't be talking about this online because I don't usually air stuff like this, but I'm exhausted today and I could use some advice, honestly, of I, I'm I'm kind of mulling my next step because it needs to be today. They live about an hour away now. So if they're coming to move out, I actually do want them to take their shit and get it out.
Yeah. I mean, I
Especially,
think,
one more thing. As a landlord in the state of Washington, I'm obligated to hold on to it for like 45 days if it's personal belongings.
yeah,
So it's a small space. I don't have space to store like piles and piles
right.
of
If you
stuff.
have to store it, then basically it's unrentable, like because you don't have another place to store it. Um, I just want to acknowledge there's so much stuff going on in the chat. Uh,
Okay. Yeah, I haven't even opened it. I
uh,
gotta go open it.
Twisten looked at a camper to buy, and it was she called it a petri dish. Cat is buying a camper apparently, so that's super exciting.
Oh, cool.
Um, uh, there. Oh, what did I miss somewhere along the way? What was I going to say? Uh, oh, Wendy is saying that they violated your sacred trust, and so I'm feeling that very very strongly. That this person has really taken advantage and violated a trust. And I also want to acknowledge my new friend Margaret joined. Hi, Margaret. I'm always excited to see when you join. Um, Karen and Lisa are PMing each other, which I think is the cutest thing, or Kat and Lisa are PMing each other, which I think is the cutest thing in the entire world. Like
Oh,
our friends becoming friends. I absolutely love that. Um,
John, I
and
do have a deposit, and I did call reference, and
nice.
regular inspections are sensible. Inspections for what, though? I mean, it is there anyways. We don't need to go down that path.
Yeah, I mean, I think my advice, Dana, is text them preemptively this morning and say, um, I'm extending your access to the unit by 1 day, and I need you to come get your stuff and remove it from the unit. It is currently unshowable, unrentable, and I have no space to store your stuff. Just, I think you
You
need to
need to
be the
write
firm.
that down. That was really good. Yeah, that was really good. Um, do I even get into the like your
No,
rent divided by 31?
no. Like,
No,
I,
today only. Please
yeah,
give me the time, and I will
right.
let you in the unit.
Because it is cheaper for you if they come get their stuff out of there than if you have to hire one of those junk haulers to come round everything up and get it out of there. I've done that before. Right. You need to come get it or I'll burn the fuck out of it. So that's cat. Totally.
Yes, and
Oh,
it's
I know what the
and
thing is that I missed. Husin had a great turn of phrase and said something about landlords being exploitative cheese cunts. And I was going to say, that's our new punk band name for the day, exploitative cheese cunts.
I love that. I would wear a T-shirt that says "exploitative cheese cunt." Cheese cunt. Oof. Listen, you really do know how to combine two words
Right.
to make you go,
Uh, Showing her gift for the gab, Fusin has once again won the chat.
my God. You know, um,
Char's here.
oh,
Hi,
Morgan,
Char. Oh, my goodness.
Morgan, their credit is, yeah,
Yeah, not good.
yeah, and it's not, it's a, is it a hardship to lose money? I mean, I'm not made of it, that's for sure. But I am grateful I'm in a phase of life where this will not, like, it will not devastate me. It will just be, it already has been an inconvenience because they're still late on part of the May rent. So yeah, it's part financial and it is part just that sense of like, okay, I knew this was going to happen. And in spite of trying to be as like accommodating as possible, we're still here. It sucks. Like,
Yeah. It,
why? It's just, there was so much, it's been almost 5 years, like,
well,
of,
and I mean, for the
and giving a lot
context
of
of the
space.
chat, like, I know that you have essentially been a surrogate parent to this person and you've helped them through some incredibly difficult times and they've also helped you through some tough times. And so there really was
Look,
more than
I
just
have the
a
selenite wand they gave me right here
right.
during the toughest of the times.
Yeah, for clearing the bad juju, getting the bad energy out of there. And um yeah, I know that it's gotta hurt because there was a lot of care given to this person.
Yes, that is a very nice way to say that. So it just, I mean, I know that they are in financial hardship again. And also, this isn't that. This is them clearly planning to just bail because they no longer need me because they're
Right.
moving out.
Right.
And that,
Until they need a reference,
that
which you and I both
there,
know.
yeah, there will, I've given so many references every time they lose a job and get another one. I'm the reference.
Yes.
So yeah, no, there will be no more references. I mean, I don't think they would ask at this point. And it's just like, why all they would have had to do is be like, I need a payment plan. I can't cover this if that's actually their intent.
Right.
And I wouldn't have loved it, but I would have been like, okay, I understand. I always do. So yeah, I'm sure somewhere they're making a reel about me if they haven't already and yelling about me on social media about how all landlords are evil and what a monster I am. I'm psycho or something. And I'm like, I'm not. You're right. Once this is done, I will,
Well, I'm
yeah,
really sorry. I can tell it's
it's okay.
affecting you deeply,
I'm,
and it makes me
yeah,
really,
thank you.
yeah. Can I
You
shift
can
to
finish
other
it.
news? Like who
Um,
we had dinner with last night?
sure, sure.
Rumor has it that I may have joined Dana and Biff Biff for dinner last night.
Did he
And
join us or did he join us having dinner?
I mean,
It was all
either
of the above.
way,
It was all of the above.
all of the
And it
above,
was
I approve.
Karen has asked, is Biff Biff a cutie, Lawrence?
Yes, Biff Biff is a certifiable cutie. And more importantly than a certifiable cutie was the way that he was gazing at dinner at Dana at various points through
Mm.
dinner. So there's love in the air, my friends, or at least
Is he on the chat right now? Because I
limerence and lust and all of the ludus, all of the other. What are the Shar? Help me out. What are the early stages of love and infatuation? Eros and ludus and limerence and all
all
of
the
those
above.
things. Yes, it's very sweet.
Um,
It's very cute. Thank fucking God. If I had to hear one more time about how Dana's menopausal pussy needed some dick,
Lawrence, I don't talk like that, Lawrence.
no, but I
But
do. That's the
that's
charm of the daily whatever. You're getting the unvarnished tea between friends.
you are also. My kids are upstairs, Lawrence.
Oh, well,
It's fine.
they're sleeping.
It's
Come on.
no, one of them is up. It
Mm,
has to be somewhere at 9 a.m. So the older one who would be like, "Mom, what
oops,
did Lawrence just say?" Oh no, it's all good. I don't know if he's in the chat right now.
he's not.
I
I
didn't.
don't think I saw him join.
Yes, I don't. I think that he to the word cookie. Um, yes, Biff is the name of the jerk on Back to the Future, and Biff Biff is not a real name, as probably evidence, probably
Yes,
clear. But um, he's like seems like a very sweet, good man. I like him, and that's all I'm going to say. And I'm really that's not all I'm going to say. I'm going to say it was so fun to hang out
it was
with you.
fun. For the olive haters out there, you should know that we did enjoy a lovely dish of Castel de Toronto olives.
Yes,
So,
all three of us are
so
plus.
suck it, olive
Well,
haters.
they can. And Char is saying, uh, thank you that I'm so cute. Does this mean no more burning down the haystack? Boy, that would be nice. It's very early. It means that he appears to be quite the needle. So,
Mm, yes, can
um,
attest.
yes. Although that has a funny story that I will one day tell, but not yet.
Did he tell you the
Um,
advice that I gave him when you went to the bathroom?
no, you
Okay,
gave him advice. Are you going to share it now?
not now.
Okay. I would very much like to hear it. But he did message me when I was still in my car driving home to just say how much he enjoyed meeting you.
I mean, that was literally my advice. I was like, dude, just text her 10% more, please. For your sanity, my sanity, her
Did
sanity,
you please say that?
just text her like 10, 15% more than you do.
That is the best advice for someone like me. Like that's beautiful. Yes, I like a lot of communication, and I recognize that it can be a lot for other people, and also there are times when I'm like, well, but I like a lot of communication. It's who I am. Like
Yeah, he
I think
started
it's
talking
okay.
attachment styles and everything. I was like, yeah, no, whatever. Just text her 10% more. Seriously.
I'm blushing, and that is seriously such good advice because it's so simple. And it's like it
Hmm.
doesn't have to be out about all those things.
I'm
All
like,
it has to be
look,
about is
bro, her best friend is telling you selfishly for his own sanity, just text her 10% more so
right
that
for
I
his
don't
own
have to
sanity.
text you and be
Right, where
like,
I'm like, Why haven't I heard from Yeah, okay, I love that, and that's really good advice. I also see I cannot resist answering this question, Morgan X asking, "Burning one's haystack, is that what the kids are calling it these days?"
Mm.
Um, it No, it's not a euphemism for sex or anything like that. I'm gonna give a quick burnt haystack pitch. We did a podcast about this, like, right at the beginning.
Okay, hang on, but make it quick because it's
It's
like
gonna be
already
quick because
almost
we have to
30
talk about the
after, and we
news.
got
Yes.
news and shit that we were going to talk about yesterday, and
Yes. If you are a single woman or non-binary person, burnt haystack dating method is like a revolution in online dating, founded by a professor of rhetoric. And it's the premise of you shouldn't like give men chances on dating apps. You shouldn't even just swipe left. You should block anyone showing negative rhetorical patterns in dating because they show up as poor behaviors later. And it is supposed to help you the goal is how do you find a needle in a haystack? You have to burn the hay. You can't go digging through the hay for it. And the good men will make themselves evident. We're gonna do a whole episode about this at some point because I love it. You named it, Dana, and then you got it. Be careful what you wish for. Ha ha ha. Oh, I didn't name it, Karen. Burnt Haystack Dating Method has hundreds of thousands of followers. They're on Substack. Jenny Young with Jennie Young founded it, and it's her Substack. And if you just look up Burnt Haystack Dating Method, you'll find it. And now I'll be quiet. Zip.
I love that you're promoting it though, because I definitely
So
I
important.
observed how you employed it to great effect, and I think it has given you sanity throughout the process.
Yeah, it for like thousands and thousands of women. So one day, Lawrence, aspiration, remember we're talking about like people we'd love to interview on this, like Jenny Young, because we're kind of friends. She's published some of my writing that I've written about, her method. So
Yeah,
um, one day, but she has like a book coming out on HarperCollins. She was just in Rolling Stone. Like she's huge now. So
right.
I don't know.
Invite.
Aspirational
I still want to invite Pete Buttigieg and be like, "Hey, man, like we're your
come
target
talk to the
audience.
real people. Yeah, come talk to
Sure, you're running for president, but come on, every vote counts."
literally. Well, thank you for indulging oh my God, my job is messaging me. Lawrence, I'm going to need to do something. We're going to here really to talk about the news today. We did my personal news catch up.
Yeah.
Let's
Who wants to
talk about
jump on and chat with me while Dana goes to attend to work? And,
I'm going to need to be quiet for a minute and take care of one thing here because I have a call at 8 and I have 14 things I've been sent to take care of,
okay. Um,
which is not going to happen. But I need to just I'll sit here and sort of nod, but I'm going to be
yes. Is there? Should I just pull Wendy?
pull a Wendy, but don't pick Wendy because you said pull a Wendy. Pick somebody.
Mm. Hands up, anyone? Does anyone want to volunteer before I just pull someone on screen? Hmm. Interesting. Nobody's volunteering.
Fusin volunteered to come on audio only.
Okay. I'm sending an invite.
Thank you. Okay, I need to go open a thing. I will be right here. It's always a lot, isn't it, Lawrence?
Always a lot. Oh, I'm sorry, Wendy. I think Wendy volunteered, even though
Oh,
you
okay.
said not me, says Wendy.
Well, I was kind of teasing on I just didn't want it to think it people would think pulling a Wendy meant always pulling Wendy on.
All right,
Pulling
go.
a Wendy.
Flisten is
Yes.
here.
Okay.
Go mute yourself.
Listen. Okay. I'm
Hello,
gonna
my friend. How are you? Uh-oh. Fuston's not all the way here yet.
You hear me?
Oh, now I can, yes.
Oh, nice. Wicked.
How's, how are you?
Still trans. Still alive.
Still trans, still alive in the year of our Lord 2025. Fustons, that
Somehow.
is actually, saying something.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm good. I'm very tired because I'm not used to getting up at uh, you know, 7 a.m. for this. I say again, Dana's a hero for doing it at 7 a.m. Every morning.
You look
But
fresh.
I'm as fresh as a daisy as I can possibly be with my mug of coffee and
That's
my
good.
hot boyfriend asleep in the bedroom, which there's always a certain je ne sais quoi to that experience.
Yeah, yeah, certain uplifting quality.
Yes, yes. One feels elevated. There's yes. I'm not deep enough into the coffee to be able to do these puns.
It's okay. That's
I feel
okay.
as if I've been uplifted again and again and again and again and again.
With a hoist or just naturally?
Just like a repeated rhythmic thrusting motion.
You just going forward a meter at a time.
Right. Yes, exactly.
So what are we
So
talking about?
we're talking about the adventure that you had last night. You said you did you have a date last night, my friend?
Yeah. I may have had a date. I
Okay.
may have had a date.
You're audio only, but we can hear you blushing. That it was probably the most adorable giggle I've ever heard. Spill the beans, kid. What's happening?
So I know this I've known this guy for a long time and we used to see each other and for whatever reason, um, it didn't quite work out in the way that we wanted it the first time in terms of like we were just in different places and he was going away from work and we just recently reconnected and got back together, not together in relationship, but just started like dating again. And then last night he asked me over and we had dinner and we talked for a while and we watched 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Nice.
Um,
We were just talking
um,
about that with Wendy on the Discord.
yeah, and then and then yeah, it was it
Right.
was
And
pretty.
then you tucked him in and said your goodbyes, right?
Yeah, I said my goodbyes with my mouth and then my asshole, and
Oh, I adore you. Can I just say thank God someone here can match my filth. I mean, I know Wendy can match my filth.
Wendy's filthy. She's unhinged. She's
Yes. Actually, what am I saying? Most of the whatevers can match my filth, but
yeah.
there's still a certain elegance I think that we bring to the conversation.
A certain joie de vivre.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, let us say being open to the experiences of everything that life has to offer, no matter how
Abs
big or small.
absolutely. Like for me, like for me, it's like it's it's about like if something is good and it's consensual and it makes you feel good, I don't see why we shouldn't talk about it unless it's like inherently damaging. Like people
Right.
get all uncomfortable. I don't think there's anyone in this conversation um who would be uncomfortable with that apart from maybe Wendy, but but I think it's good to talk about it. So yeah, I had a date with him last night and suffice it to say I am
You're giddy.
irreversibly smitten
I
again.
I can literally hear the like 15-year-old girl crushing out on this guy in your voice. That is the most adorable thing.
Yeah, I'm just, I'm just, but I'm being cautious. I'm being slow. Like, I don't want to be an idiot. Like, I need to be like cautious um, and controlled for probably, 2 or 3 days and, and then completely,
Yeah.
completely lose it.
Well, how do you feel? So you've got a big trip coming up, right? You're going to your brother's wedding this coming weekend, and so
Yeah.
how are you feeling about? And then you're going to be gone for a month, right?
Yeah. Yeah, this Saturday, it's my brother's wedding, and I am, in all honesty, I'm tied up in knots over it. My stomach is just like, yeah, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous, and I'm scared, but I can't back down from it, and I have to go. And if
I I got to tell you, Fusen, I every time I think about it, I have this vision of you walking into that space where your family is, where your mother is, with your head held high and just looking like a billion fucking bucks and just proving through your existence and your pride in yourself that you know that everything that she thought was wrong. And I can only hope that seeing you so successful will break her heart open and make her realize that she is
mm,
wrong about
mm,
everything. You know,
yeah, yeah,
I know that that's not likely because you've described the kind of person that she is,
mm,
but
mm-hmm.
I- like that's my hope. Like that's my vision. Every time I think about it, I just see her, something inside her breaking and realizing that you are a person worth loving and knowing. And if she doesn't feel that way, fuck her, man. She
But
like
yeah, yeah, exactly. And like for me, it's not even about her, right? Like, I feel like all the focus and everything has been about my reaction to her. And in all honesty, Lawrence, she's taken up so much space in this whole process. When this event, is not about her, it's not her day, and it's certainly not my day either. So
right,
it's my mother's day. Sorry, not my mother's day. That's a Freudian slip, everybody.
right, yeah.
Um,
Paging Dr. Freud.
yeah,
Are you waving
exactly.
goodbye like this, Lawrence? Because I'm gonna need to drop. I can't.
Oh, I'm so
I
sorry.
know it's okay. This doesn't happen very often, but I'm sorry, everyone. I need to go take care of a few things, and I probably need to hang up to do that properly. Someone else jump in if you want. I love you guys. We'll talk about the news tomorrow, Lawrence. We're gonna get to it.
Mm,
Fusen, if I don't talk to you,
Yeah,
best of luck at this wedding.
thank you.
Just go be
You
your
have a good
glorious
day.
self.
Thank you. You have a
We're
good
all
day.
behind you. If you look at
Thank you.
anybody and get nervous, just think of all the whatevers. Like
Yeah, I'll be
we're
writing
all
a
cheering
list
you
of
on.
people who affront me, and I'll be handing it over to Lawrence
Absolutely.
afterwards.
Have a great day. Good luck with your training. Everything is going on here. Everything, everywhere, all at once. That movie
yes.
was made for working moms.
All
I
right.
love you.
Good luck,
I'll be
Dana.
back
Serve
tomorrow.
love.
Bye.
I. So yeah, it's about my brother. It's his wedding, and it's
Right. It's
that's
about
what
him
I'm
and
going
his
to do.
bride, and that's
Yeah,
and that's the focus. Like the day, it's their
exactly,
day.
exactly. And if she says something, I'm just gonna let her unravel, and then people will see her for what she is,
Yeah.
and that'll be that. And then I'm going to Turkey for a little while afterwards. Probably not for the whole month. That's a long time, but I'll probably go somewhere else for a while. But just need to take a break from things and catch up with people, and kind of center myself again a bit.
Yeah, we need some stunning shots of you, wearing some long, flowy thing that's blowing in the wind as you're standing at the Bosphorus, gazing out into the distance towards your bright and amazing future.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
The
yeah.
photo shoot for the cover of your book.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. Erdogan's Child. It's coming out next year.
Right, right. Erdogan's child, exactly. How one woman escaped Erdogan's Turkey and found her true self and true fortune.
Exactly, exactly. I think you should pull a Wendy. I think you should
Are we
get
pulling?
Wendy on.
All right, let's do it. I'm just, you know what? I'm not even asking this time. I'm just gonna pull her on. I know
Yeah.
I was gonna make some joke about pulling or tugging or something, but I'm demure. I'm very mindful and demure, so I won't.
Yeah, famously restrained when it comes to matters such as that.
Yes, indeed, indeed.
By the way, I'm doing this anyway.
Oh, speaking of bad internet connection,
Yeah.
Oh, is
Yeah.
it me? Do I have a unstable? Give it a minute.
Is it
Here, hold on.
all I heard is Wendy's unstable. Wendy, you mustn't talk about yourself that way.
yeah, exactly. Funny how the most IT literate person has the weakest internet
All right,
connection.
is it better?
And okay, all right, can you hear us?
Did it come back? Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, we can kind of sort of hear you, and you're very Polaroids right now.
Give it
Yeah.
a second. I just,
Oh hello.
I just.
Uh-oh, we're getting robot. Tomo
Oh,
arigato.
what?
You're going through your iRobot phase.
No, I didn't
When
cut my hair. I shaved my head.
Wendy, do you need
Better
do
yet,
you need a man to come over there and help you with your internet connection? Do you want me to?
Will you
Uh-oh.
over maintenance make sure?
I think
Yeah.
maybe I've angered her so
Yeah.
much that she's incoherent with rage.
She is. She's
Hopefully
incandescent,
everybody knows
Lawrence.
that I'm teasing Wendy. Wendy is in fact a mistress of the IT, a dominatrix of the techno.
She
Boot me
said, "Boot."
out. All right. Finally. I'm
She's
sorry,
type.
Wendy.
She's typing. She's typing so hard and aggressively. She's getting to work on the case.
Yes.
Is she coming back?
I don't know. Kat asked if Wendy cut her hair, and she said that she shaved her head as she does regularly. Okay. Um, all right. Who am I pulling on next? Nominate somebody, Fusen.
Brandon's getting a bit cocky in the chat. I
Oh,
need a man for my internet connection and then come back for my broken washer, my dryer, and my plumbing. Yeah, Brandon.
all right. It's gonna be whatever roulette today, apparently, for us to have a show.
It's chaos.
Ooh, what? Child, are we shirtless
Yeah.
right now? What is even going on?
Oh, well, I mean, I wasn't prepared for this.
You're like, hey, Pride Month is over, but I still got me this fine ass body, so I'm gonna show it to everybody.
Yeah. I wasn't prepared for this.
Right. I wasn't prepared. As my muscles are gleaming with the oil, the baby oil I just rubbed on them.
No,
Me? My skin
no.
is always this dewy fresh.
The twinkiest twink I ever did see.
Honey, I know that you were at St. Louis Pride this past weekend, so how cream filled is your Twinkie right now?
No, I didn't get into trouble or anything. I didn't do anything naughty. My Pride month is not over yet because I still go to Heartland Pride on July the 12th.
Ooh, nice. Where is Heartland Pride? Which city?
Omaha.
Oh my God. You know what?
Omaha.
Oh my God, Omaha. I'm making a prediction right now, Brandon, that you are going to meet somebody absolutely gorgeous at Omaha Pride. I think you're going to get swept off your little feet.
Yeah.
Well, I am all for that. I'm fine with it. Sweep
All
me
right.
away.
All right. All right. That's my prediction. You heard it here first.
Your
On the daily
tootsies are gonna
whatever.
curl.
I'll
Put-
find a nice farmer boy.
Yeah, I mean, hey, as long as you got a Wi-Fi connection in Omaha, you can keep broadcasting and substacking from wherever.
Yeah, that's right. I can
Right.
pick up and leave. I mean, my cats may not like me, but
I mean, your
maybe
cats,
I'll take
his
them.
dogs, they'll all get along. It'll be happy
Oh
blended
yeah,
family.
yeah. It'll be
It'll be
beautiful.
like a gay old McDonald over there, won't it?
Kat says she's creepy looking for a farmer as well as Brandon. I think Kat means she's looking for a farmer as Brandon is also looking for a farmer. Not that Kat's creeping on you, Brandon. Although that
Oh,
would be adorable because you're both cute as shit. Not that we're heteronorming anything here and, matching up boys and girls. Look at
Yeah,
how
it's
cute
not.
your hair is.
Have you
Look at
dyed it?
I did.
oh,
I first I bleached it one weekend, and the next weekend I put blue streaks in it. But I don't know if you can't really see the blue very much. Oh
I'm
well.
getting blonde. Yeah, I'm not really seeing blue.
Yeah, the blue did. I don't know when it's darker hair, you can't really. I don't know. It doesn't take very well.
Yeah. Wendy's
Oh well.
asking Brandon, "Oh my, you sure you won't top?" So Wendy's out here trolling for tops,
Good grief!
I
and
never said I wouldn't.
yeah.
You'll never find a top with that internet connection, Wendy.
Oh my god! I think you might have just broken her heart, for son.
Sorry. It's better if you hear the truth from me, Wendy, because better late than never.
Yes, or yeah, I don't know. I was gonna try to make a whatever. Whatever. I was gonna try to make a joke, but my brain still isn't working right.
I
So
feel like I've
Brendan,
stepped in the twilight zone.
we're a bit in the twilight zone here. I think we've lost the thread a little bit. Um, Tell us more about St. Louis Pride, Brandon.
Um. Well, I went down there on Friday night to stay, and then Saturday was the Pride Fest. It started at noon. Um, I did the live broadcast around 1. It takes place around the War Soldiers Memorial Museum. They block off streets and a block around the War Museum. It was really nice weather. For the last couple of years it's been very hot. But this weekend it was fairly nice. Lots of vendors. This is the first place that I've seen protesters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Kansas City didn't have any. Ozarks, nothing. Even Topeka, I didn't see the Westboro Baptist Church anywhere, But this one, there were protesters outside the gates. I took a little video of them. It was just they were holding. There were like, I think I counted like 7 people, and they were holding signs. And there was a guy with a megaphone, just basically reciting Bible verses. It wasn't anything like overtly hateful, I guess.
What was it?
Just
Was it the nice ones? Here's your friendly Jew who doesn't know the New Testament at all, asking, was it the good ones like love thy neighbor as thyself, or was it the bad ones
well,
about like he who touches the skin of a pig shall be burned at the stake kind of thing?
yeah. There's the man shall not lie with another man as with woman or whatever.
Oh my God, where's Wendy's internet connection? Because I'm pretty sure someone who speaks the original Greek and Amharic, like Wendy, can tell us that translation, I'm pretty sure this is true. The translation isn't correct. That basically, like, they biffed it.
I remember her talking about that one day, that it was it was the interpretation of man was more like a general.
Like
I can't remember what it
y'all.
was.
It was basically like y'all or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember exactly either, but yeah, it was
My
odd.
favorite one is when like I asked them to give me Bible verses about transgender people, like specific Bible verses, like that condemn transgender people, and they never can find one. They always reroute back to sodomy. They're always like,
Right.
"Thou shalt not commit sodomy. Thou shalt not, commit adultery." They say they're one of the same. Sodomy and adultery is one of the same, and that that whole like God made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve, and all that like bullshit. Like it's crazy how misinformed they are. Like and out of touch.
I'm a wee bit clairvoyant. I can see Wendy banging her keyboard against the desk right now because she so badly wants to jump on and tell us about how in ancient Hebrew texts and in Hebrew there are actually 6 genders identified, including trans-specific genders. So hopefully I'm doing you a little bit of justice there, Wendy. I'm not booting Brandon or Fussen just so that you can scream at the camera.
Yeah.
I won't scream at the camera.
Well, so tell us, were there hotties? What was the deal? What good parties did you go to? Crisco discos.
I went with my friend Allie. Um, we shared the Airbnb, and
Okay, bro. First up, let me tell you, if you're gonna go out there and catch some dicks, sharing the Airbnb with your
B&B.
girly best friend is not the way to do it.
I know. Well, partly I needed someone to share the cost because
Well, yeah, there's that piece too.
Driving all that way and then the Airbnb, and I'm doing this again in Nebraska, so it's I'm not rolling in dough over here, so I gotta look at my cost.
Yeah.
But yeah, there were some hotties there. Actually, I might have been the most underdressed person there. I didn't see, sometimes I see people in thongs and things like that, but I didn't see too much of that this year. But yeah,
That's disappointing.
Yeah. Beth says good morning to Brandon's nipples, and Kat said it could be a 2-room Airbnb, which is true, Kat, but then it needs to be 2 bathrooms as well, unless your bestie understands that there's going to be a fucking shower shot in the tub and everything that entails. I mean, we're honest and transparent here on the Daily Whatever, and we've got Fustin with us so that it's practically a dirty talk episode. Like, let's be real.
Yeah. Kat, and there you go, sticking your oar in once again, talking about the 2-room Airbnbs. You don't have any idea about queer sexual dynamics.
I just need to find a guy that's okay with letting my best friend watch while we're doing whatever we're doing. She can stay there and watch. I don't care.
You want to cuck your best friend?
I want to what?
You want to cuck your best friend?
Oh, cock my best friend?
As in, make her watch.
But
yeah.
Make her play the role of the cuckold.
Cuckold, yeah.
Yeah, she might even videotape it.
No, yeah, I mean that's one way to get your OnlyFans off the ground.
Yeah,
it's true.
I need a camera person.
You also need a specific cuckold chair as well. There's always a specific cuckold chair in hotel rooms.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, you're right. There is always a cuckold chair in a hotel room.
There always is. Always is. Ask Wendy.
Are we getting complaints over in the chat? I'm not sure what's happening. All right, what's our final topic? You two?
Well, Brandon, you choose.
Yeah, my God. What is up this morning?
This weekend is Independence Day.
Mm.
I've heard that there won't be as many fireworks this year because of the tariffs and a lot of them coming over from China. A lot of fireworks, most of them are made in China. So we won't have as many people blowing things up this year, maybe.
Well, I mean, in this case, it does make sense the fireworks are coming from China because I'm pretty sure they were the innovators of,
Right.
Chinese sky candy, right?
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, but let's give them fireworks and say, hey, that's authentically Chinese.
Yeah.
I think also perhaps maybe there just isn't the amongst a certain half of this country, all those of us who voted for Kamala maybe are not quite so enthusiastic to celebrate this 4th.
Right. That may be true. We may not care about the fireworks so much.
Do you think he'll have a big celebration in terms like Trump? Do you think he'll spend a lot of money on like a party or a
Well,
big
in a sense, he doesn't have to because there is always a big fireworks celebration on the National Mall. Like that's just a given. Under any president on the 4th of July, there is a big national fireworks celebration in
Mhm.
DC. And so he didn't have to spend anything extra for that. I mean, whereas if he's going to do something, I don't know. I figure because the world has lost any sense of irony that he's going to announce that he's invoking the Insurrection Act on July 4th or something, like the cartoon that we're living in just continues to get more and more ridiculous. And so I expect, I don't know, a terrorist attack and the invocation of the Insurrection Act on July 4th. Something insane and horrifying and stupid.
He's probably not going to plan a big party because the last one didn't go so well.
Right. His big parade was not so fun. So
Kat said that like there should be a huge ass protest. And I feel like if there is, he'll probably use that as some kind of justification for some bigger announcement, like maybe the Insurrection Act or another deployment of the military into US streets or something like that, and brand those people quite easily as being like un-American and just use that as kind of a springboard for action. So I think protests have to be done quite carefully. But I don't really know what I'm talking about. So that's just my theory.
I mean, that is, yeah. I mean, every time Fuson says that anything, I'm like, oh, but she doesn't know what she's talking about. Kidding. The most informed, the most well-informed, and I was going to say most polyglottal, except I think Wendy might debate that title. So you always know what you're talking about. I've never met anybody from Europe who is more deeply understanding of U.S. politics. Well, that actually is saying very little about me because it's not saying what. Yeah. Anyway, I'm really flummoxed today, y'all.
Me too.
Yeah. Well, we're at the top of the hour, and that's such a lame way to go out. But I think maybe what we do when he says she's not the most polyglottal. There is a No Kings 2.0 protest on July 4th, and I do know. All right, let's leave on a good note. The next big protest is July 17th, and that is the Good Trouble in Honor of John Lewis protest. And everybody should be planning for that one now. Also, we got to start talking about a general strike, and so that's a topic for tomorrow or another day.
Weren't you guys having one?
A general strike?
Yeah, I saw some kind of thing, like a petition kind of thing, or
yeah. So there's a site called generalstrike.us. I would encourage everybody to go sign up. So, I don't love that they're asking people to sign up. I think it actually is putting some people off on doing it, but they want you to go sign a strike card, basically like, your name and email address or something that says that you're going to strike when they call a strike. And they're waiting until they get 11.5 million people signed up because that is the magic 3.5% number that we all keep bandying about. But the idea is that when the time comes and they get 11.5 million people signed up, they're going to call for a general strike, and then we actually do it. And there's some really interesting data about if we can get the 3.5% to do it for a week, it actually kind of collapses the American economy.
Wow.
Or it begins to at 1 week. And if we do 2 weeks, then it really collapses the American economy and probably the government falls. So,
Wow.
like, it is our last line of, like, it's the line of last resort, right? And I think what we are seeing in this country is that no institution is holding, not the courts. I mean, they've done an okay job so far, but not the Supreme Court. There are no institutions in this country that can hold except the people. The people are the last line of defense. And the best way, the most nonviolent way that we can actually make our will known would be through general strike, through consciously withholding our labor and forcing regime change through an economic catastrophe, but an economic catastrophe that we use as a lever to get authoritarians out of government.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good strategy.
Yeah. All right, my friends. Fusen, Brandon, thank you so much for jumping in. Wendy,
okay.
Thank you for your noble attempt to jump in. I hope the cable guy was able to come over and show you how to turn the internet on, Wendy.
Send him over here next.
Right. Brandon wants him next. All right. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Love you, mean
Lots of
it.
love.
Bye.
Love you, mean it.
Bye.